Imagine a machine so agile, so lethal, and so versatile that it has defined the sky for over 4 decades, becoming the backbone of air forces across the globe. Picture a pilot locked into a cockpit where the canopy offers a panoramic view of the world, pulling 9 Gs in a tight turn that would crush an ordinary human, all while seamlessly switching from dodging enemy missiles to precision striking ground targets with surgical accuracy. This is not just an airplane, it is the General Dynamics F-16 Fighting Falcon, the most iconic, widely used, and battle-proven multi-role fighter in the history of the United States Air Force. When you look at the landscape of modern aviation, you see many jets, but none have achieved the legendary status or the sheer ubiquity of the F-16, a platform that was never supposed to be as dominant as it eventually became. The story of the F-16 begins not in the halls of triumph, but in the lessons learned from the hard-fought air combat of the Vietnam War. At that time, American fighter design was obsessed with speed, heavy radar systems, and long-range missiles, often neglecting the raw, visceral reality of dogfighting. A group of visionary engineers and military strategists known as the Fighter Mafia dared to challenge this status quo. They argued for something different, a lightweight, compact fighter that prioritized high thrust-to-weight ratio, exceptional maneuverability, and crucially, a pilot-centered design that allowed for rapid decision-making in the chaotic environment of a close-quarters aerial fight. The resulting F-16 was a revolutionary departure from the heavy, complex interceptors of the era, introducing features that are now industry standards, such as the side-mounted control stick and the relaxed static stability enabled by a sophisticated fly-by-wire flight control system. This system allowed the aircraft to be inherently unstable, making it hyper-responsive to pilot inputs, effectively turning the fighter into an extension of the pilot's own reflexes. What truly propelled the F-16 into a category of its own was its remarkable evolution from a niche air-to-air dayfighter into the ultimate multi-role workhorse. While it was initially designed to outturn anything in the sky, it did not take long for military planners to realize that this platform was a blank canvas for modular growth. By simply upgrading its avionics, radar, and sensor suites, the F-16 could perform almost any mission. It could strike deep behind enemy lines with precision-guided munitions, perform dangerous wild weasel suppression of enemy air defenses, conduct reconnaissance, and patrol the skies with an array of air-to-air missiles. This adaptability meant that while other specialized aircraft were retired as the threats changed, the F-16 remained relevant. It wasn't just a fighter, it was a flexible tool that could be tailored to the specific needs of the mission, a quality that cemented its value to commanders and its popularity among the pilots who flew it. The global dominance of the F-16 is perhaps best reflected in its production numbers and international footprint. With over 4,600 aircraft rolling off the assembly lines across generations, the F-16 has been the silent guardian of dozens of nations. This widespread adoption created a robust ecosystem of support, training, and continuous upgrades, which only served to make the platform better over time. When you fly an F-16, you are not just flying a single airframe. You are flying the collective experience of millions of flight hours across diverse climates and conflict zones. Its reliability and ease of maintenance compared to the more exotic and expensive stealth platforms that have followed have made it the go-to choice for allies looking for a high-performance fighter that they can actually afford to operate and sustain in large numbers. When you weigh the F-16 against its contemporaries, such as the larger and more expensive F-15 Eagle, the distinction becomes clear. The F-15 was built for air superiority, designed to be the heavy hitter that cleared the sky of enemy aircraft. The F-16 was the agile companion, the affordable powerhouse that could do a little bit of everything extremely well. While the F-15 provided the reach and the raw power, the F-16 provided the depth and the versatility to sustain long-term air campaigns. They were a complementary force, but in the day-to-day reality of global engagement, the F-16's ability to transition from a training mission to an active combat sortie with minimal reconfiguration made it the workhorse of the fleet. It offered the perfect balance of cost, performance, and survivability, a sweet spot in aviation design that few other aircraft have ever matched. Even in an age where the conversation is dominated by fifth-generation stealth fighters like the F-35, the F-16 remains undeniably essential. Modernization programs like the Viper configuration have brought the F-16 into the digital age, equipping it with advanced AESA radar and integrated electronic warfare suites that allow it to hang with the most modern threats. It has become a bridge between the classic era of tactical aviation and the future of networked warfare. The F-16 is not just living on borrowed time, it is actively evolving, proving that a well-designed airframe is timeless. Its presence in the skies above current hotspots and its continued selection by nations modernizing their air forces speak volumes about its enduring relevance. The F-16 does not rely on hype. It relies on the quiet, devastating efficiency of a platform that has been perfected through decades of service. Ultimately, the F-16 Fighting Falcon is the most popular fighter in the U.S. Air Force because it never stopped proving its worth. It transformed from an underdog experimental project into the global standard, driven by a philosophy that valued human performance and mechanical ingenuity above all else. It is the plane that taught the world that you don't always need the biggest, most expensive tool to get the job done. Sometimes you need the most reliable, adaptable, and intuitive machine ever crafted. As it continues to patrol the skies and project power across the world, the F-16 stands as a testament to the fact that greatness is not just about the technology you have, but about how that technology empowers the pilot to dominate the environment. The Falcon's story is far from over, and its wings will likely carry the weight of global security for many years to come.